I am János Völdösi, an old university professor, already retired from the teaching, and a beginner in the editing of podcasts. But in this CiRCLETECH program, we are running a series of interviews with the contributing people to tell their experience in the research and teaching here in the Miskolc University. So our talk today introduces Mrs. Winnie Atieno Onyango. I am right?
Yes.
Okay. A material engineer from Kenya and a researcher now here, PhD, I think, PhD student in the University of Miskolc and a participant of the CiRCLETECH project. Now this CiRCLETECH project is I just looking at, because I'm not part of the project closely, the circular economies and technologies. But as you are an engineer, I think the most educated Kenyan engineer, female or woman Kenyan engineer, I heard, I just looked at your CV. I think you have a lot facts and tasks to collect and take with you back in Kenya later when you are getting your PhD. So my first obvious question is, how a girl in Kenya has a feeling to go into this very highly masculine profession of being a mechanical engineer and a material engineer? I don't think it's very customary there, or not?
Thank you for having me. And yes, it's not customary. In my department, in the State Department of Public Works, we are actually only 2 mechanical engineer females.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yes, in the entire country.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was working and we get to do governmental projects around the country, and it was very clear to me when I was moving from one city to another, one village to another, in building technology as a mechanical engineer, I realized that in Kenya mostly, building engineers always think that materials is only for structural engineers.
Yeah.
It's about structures and that's it. So when I could also see a lot about the country, how waste is like everywhere and it's not managed well, and nobody has the right knowledge on how to control the waste because the municipal council is a mess, I'm sorry to say.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Not only in Kenya.
Yes. So I was quite intrigued, and when I got this chance to come through a scholarship, I took it.
Really?
Yes, because it was a dream I had. In my country, it's not easy to be educated, especially as a female.
Mm-hmm.
It is way harder, and to even graduate as an engineer female is much, much harder.
Oh, you have a glass ceiling. It's difficult to get higher and higher in your career. No?
Yes, but I'm really humbled because of, I would say I give a lot of thanks to God. I'm a Christian.
Uh-huh.
And having this dream and trusting it to God and having the right people around me and making the right networks, it helped greatly, yes.
It's all random, but the randomness is governed by God.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, your research topic is polymer hybrid biocomposites. So I had to look at twice to understand one because it's too complicated for me. Can you explain what does it really mean?
My research topic is basically producing new material by combining 2 different fiber and particle composite so that I can form a hybrid. But one of them is biodegradable. So I'm really trying to ensure that the material that I would come up with is able to biodegrade, because this is a major problem in my country. Plastics are everywhere. In the water. I know it's unimaginable. You should Google it a bit, and because it's also in the water and everywhere.
Not only in your country, in everywhere in the world. I think
Yes,
it's a problem.
It is truly an eyesore. So I believe this topic is quite relatable to my country.
And is it more expensive to have these biocomposites, or equal, more or less, or less expensive than the plastics? Because I just don't see the point. Why don't we use it more?
Actually, it is much cheaper than the plastics, because I'm using waste plastics in the end, and this would reduce the amount of waste. And this is how it is quite relevant with the CiRCLETECH project.
Yeah, so I was really amazed that I learned a lot during these interviews, and this was one point that it's available, it is possible, technically not so difficult. Why don't we use it more? Okay, so what's your feeling about being a senior engineer and going back to study as a PhD? You feel younger now?
Yes.
Years younger?
I feel young at heart.
In heart, that's good.
Yes. I believe that when I was doing my work at a senior level, it occurred to me that everybody who was senior than me only had their bachelor's degree, because engineering is more of a practice. And that would mean also that knowledge gap is great for the very people who are enforcing the laws. So I thought to myself that as a young person, for the betterment of my country, it was quite imperative for me to get more knowledge. And if I can get it from more developed countries like Hungary, and I benchmark, this would be great. Yes.
Okay. It was a real surprise that reading your CV, you can work on a lath, a grinder, a driller, and whatever machines. Is it coming from a family heritage, or you just learned it yourself, slowly by slowly?
Well, both of my parents are farmers.
Oh, farmers.
Yes. And I learned all of this from the university and at place of work. I'm quite interested in machines, really. Yes, it intrigues me. Yes. So during my university studies in Kenyatta University, I got to work a lot during our workshops in the lathe machines and cutting machines, the millers and forging machines, and this was
Not
quite
even
great.
my sons can manage such machines. So it's really, really amazing. So I appreciate what I say. I appreciate. Okay, now you are here for more than 1 year. I've seen that you were in Slovenia before, and you are now here. I think you have got a lot of new impressions here in Europe.
Yes.
What is the most important to take with you to Kenya when you will go home?
What I really realized about Europe in general is you have a very functional system. And even the individual citizens are helping the government to achieve this functionality. About the roads, the transportation, and there is a lot. It's a lot of things that I can take back there. And I just hope they would accept and implement even just one.
I hope so.
Even just one. Yes.
You will be a little bit of a lion coming back from the nowhere world back to Kenya. Okay, normally Kenyan ladies are famous in the world, but not from their engineering studies, but from the sport. And I also have seen that you have running sport camps for young people. What sports are you doing?
I love playing basketball. Yes, and volleyball.
Basketball, volleyball.
Yes. And This is what I do. Sometimes handball also with my daughter because she plays handball during my free time also here, yes. And Kenyan ladies
not marathon running.
It is a tribal thing. It's more of genes.
Really?
Yes, it is one single tribe. Yes.
But you are not on.
Not from there.
From that. Yes. Okay. Okay. Really, what you have drawn to me is a global citizen, strategic thinking global citizen. Okay, with the, and this is my first notes. A lot of Kenyan girls are still there, and they are waiting for a good advice. What could you tell to them? Especially for the girls, because the boys will solve, but the girls. If they are not on the same running tribe, what can they do?
I can tell young girls in Kenya that you can always only go as far as you dream. The dreaming is the first step to achieving what you ever want to be. So without the dream, it must be very personal, very individual. So as long as you dream it and you get to network with the right people, every dream is achievable.
Winnie, thank you. It's a good final word. It's a good final message for everyone, even for me. So thank you very much, and I hope you will achieve your dreams.
Thank you for having me.